Hey guys, thanks for tuning in and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing an action cam by ODRVM, and it looks like the title on the package here on its own little box is called Flying World, so not sure if they're kind of touting this as more of a camera for quadcopters or what. But anyway, we're going to be reviewing this, doing a full review on it, unboxing it, inspecting it, kind of going through all the settings, seeing what it can do, and then possibly putting it like on a quadcopter, just taking it outside and doing some footage and seeing how the video is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unpackage this. It comes in its own like really nice hard case. This is like a hard foamish case. It's got a handle here, you know, nice durable zippers and stuff. So pretty impressed. You don't normally see cameras coming in a case like this. Let's go ahead and open it up. See what we get. Okay, so we're greeted with kind of a foam inset, which everything is packed into. Here's the instruction manual. We have this little card here which tells us how to use the little Wi-Fi remote control. So it has like a 2.4 gigahertz remote control to control it with. Here's the camera itself. It's already pre-assembled in its waterproof case. And look at that thing. So pretty neat color. It's like a light blue, aquamarine blue color there. So it looks kind of pretty. Anyway, the rest of the stuff, we're just getting all these connectors, clips, for pretty much everything you could think of. We're getting a bunch of them, so there's some there. And here's the remote control. So it looks like this is the remote that's going to enable us to do pictures and record video. There's only two buttons on it. One is a camera, and then one is, looks like a record start and stop button here. And then it's got these two little slits here to put on a band for your wrist, which it should come with. So very simple. I would not imagine that this is waterproof. So I wouldn't wear this in the water with your camera. Anyway, we get an extra battery, it looks like. So there should be one in the camera, and here is the battery that's in the package. Saying it's a rechargeable lithium ion battery, and we're 3.7 volt, 1050 mAh. And then everything else in the package, here's like a non-waterproof case bracket, and then there's all these other mounts and stuff with clips. So you're getting definitely enough mounts. Here's a handlebar bracket where we can clamp this on like a bike handlebar and have that on there. That's everything in the bottom of the case. And we have a bunch more stuff here in this pocket in the top. So we have another door for the waterproof case here. Here's a charge cable. It's just a USB, micro USB cable. So you're just going to want to plug this into, you know, your existing cell phone charger or computer. It doesn't look like they give you any plug for the wall. And everything else in here, there's quite a bit of stuff in this little box. That feels like that's everything in. Here is a few tie wraps. So this is like 4 larger black tie wraps for mounting. 2 double-sided sticky tape wafers here, and this is actually a steel lanyard. So this like a steel rope lanyard with 2 loops on the end. So if you're taking it down like in water or something, you can go ahead and attach that on so you don't lose it. It looks like here's a couple of straps. So for a helmet and or wrist straps, that's what's in that package. Another strap. 2 more mounting clips. One of them has actually a small brass screw-in nut in the middle, and they're both already pre-stuck with double-sided sticky tape on them. And then the last thing is a lens cleaning cloth. Okay, so let's take more of an in-depth look at the camera. So it looks like it's already pre-mounted in this waterproof case. It does have like a slide lock mechanism to take out the camera. And so we have to pull this spring-loaded deal here, and then we push up on the latch and open the whole back of the case. Opens just like this. Slide the camera out. And there's the camera outside of its waterproof case. So nice looking color. They got a little lens cover here, protector right there on the front. So on the front we have a power button here, and then we have a speaker and mic pickup right on the front saying 4K Wi-Fi Ultra HD, and there's the branding ODRVM. This is supposed to be a 170 wide angle lens with a Sony 12 megapixel sensor. And here are the ports on the side. So it has like an HDMI port there, and also we're seeing the micro USB port here for charging. There's our little memory card slot here for micro SD card, and here's the screen. So it's a 2-inch screen. It's got this little protective coating on it out of the box. It looks pretty nice. There's an OK button on top and a light up here. And then on this side, kind of like all the other types of action cams like this, it's got menu up and down, and then a long press would give you the Wi-Fi off and on. There's another possible speaker or microphone port there. And here's where we're doing the battery. So it's got like a spring-loaded battery door. We'll just go ahead and push this to the side. This door opens up. It does come off, so be careful not to lose this. And of course, this is how we take out the battery. It's just got this little tab. We can pull it out. So it's cool that they give us two in the box. So I'll have to charge this up. And let's go ahead and see what the options are on the screen. Just pop that in and let's go ahead and turn this thing on and see what we can see. So just pressing the power button once. And we see the logo, and we immediately are presented with the screen of what the video camera is seeing. Okay, cool. So by default, this thing is in 1080p 30 frames per second, I believe. And we can also change all that. Press the power button again once, and that changes us to, first off, we're getting into picture mode, where it looks like you're getting 20 megapixel pictures as far as what this number says on the screen. So that's pretty interesting. Pressing that power again, and that's going into playing the videos and pictures. There's no file because there's no card in there right now. Pressing the power again, and this is getting into the menu where we can press up and down with this button here to do all of our menu options. So we can, adjust the language. We've got TV mode, it looks like, where we can output from that micro SD or HDMI out there to a TV. Screen save, looks like maybe it's a screensaver if it's on for a while. Frequency, format, that'd be formatting the memory card. Default settings, version, firmware version. And this is probably what you're going to access the most, is the resolution. So we go ahead and go into that setting there, and then we're going to press OK on the top. And here's all our different resolutions. So UHD would be 4K 24 frames per second, and then from there it goes on down to 2K 30, 1080 60, 1080 30, and so on and so forth down the line. So I'm going to be using this one at, I probably want to be doing 30. I'll go ahead and set this one at 2K resolution. That seems to be a good median, and you still get 30 frames per second. Loop recording gyroscopes, so it does have an image stabilization gyroscope built in, so we can turn that off and on if we want. Wide dynamic range, off or on. Time-lapse recording, motion detection, so that's cool. Kind of like some of the other cameras, this actually has a motion detector on the front. So if you set it up somewhere and it won't record until it detects motion coming off the front of the sensor, when it detects on the sensor. Record audio off and on. We've got a date stamp off and on if we want. We've got our angle, so if you want to change the angle of view on that wide angle, it comes on 170, but we can go 140, 110, all the way down to 70, so that's great if you want to change that wide angle to a lower angle. Diving mode, so this one turn on if you're going to be going underwater, because what it will do is it'll change the hue of the image to be less green underwater. So definitely change that if you go underwater. Night scene, change that for nighttime video. That's cool. Self timer, when you want it to shut off. Image size, so we can adjust the picture image size is default at 20 megapixel. Burst quality, we've got sharpness here. High, medium, low on quality and sharpness. It's on normal by default. White balance, it should be on auto white balance right now. Yep, so you can change that if you want to. Color tone, ISO, you can change your exposure and everything on this. So quite a bit of options on this camera. I wouldn't have thought that this would have so many options, but it does have quite a bit. Anti-shaking, delete, protect, Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi SSD, SSID, password, date and time, auto power off time. Wow, this has a lot of stuff. You can change the beep sign, voice prompt, OSD, the on-screen display. You can have it off, on or off if you want to. For powered by a car, you can have that off or on for car ACC. And then we go back up to language at the beginning of the menu. So a whole lot of options on this thing. That's pretty awesome. What I want to do before we go out and start recording some video with this is go ahead and see if we can remotely connect this little watch wireless thing here to the camera. See if it works out of the box. If it doesn't, all you need to do is push in both of these buttons until you see both lights solid and blink. So let's see if it's already bound out of the box. So I've got the camera on, and I don't have an SD card in here, but say we want to take a picture remotely, we just press the picture button one time. And it sure is. Okay, it says please insert SD card because I don't have a card in there obviously. But that's taking pictures, and then what if we press this while we're in picture mode? Nice, so it changed to video mode and it tried to start recording. So this thing definitely does work, and it is 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, so I'd imagine it's probably going to have between a 1 and 300 foot range maximum. Anyway guys, let's go ahead and take this cam out there, mount on a quadcopter, maybe get some underwater footage, see how the thing performs.
Video start.
Hey Sanaya, say hi.
Hi.
You ready to be the underwater camera tester?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put this thing in the underwater case and see what Sanaya can do with it. Bye. Okay, so while it's recording, go ahead and take it out of its waterproof case here. Kind of take it around the yard and see how the audio is, and it should be on anti-shake stability. See how the colors are and everything in 2K mode. See how the white balance is, exposure when the sun gets in view, directly at the sun. So sun to the back, into the sun, directly down, back into the sun, down. Seems like it adjusts for exposure and white balance pretty quickly, as far as what I can see on the screen. So we're stuck in the fence here, and that was totally my bad.